Shalom, shalom. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. And shalom to the very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting order in these last days. To you all, I say shalom. But when this lesson is edifying to the point, but it's going into Australia rolls out digital ID system with plans for carbon tracking and social credit scores, right? And as I was watching earlier, the beloved brother, I can't call all y'all about me outside license plate say 144. You know, Lord, when we're part of that remnant, you know, but watching the beloved brother, you know, do a video going to the same topic, right? The brother Gabar Yash, right? Shalom. So Khan, and you know, like, hey, this is one thing that, you know, makes a lot of brothers, you know, just smile, man, because we know this right here is a major prophecy that has to come to pass. You know, a lot of people don't agree with, but we already see it through the Spirit. Starting off with our apostles, right, of Great Millstone, right? We know this prophecy will come to pass real soon, right? Trying to pull up to my spot. Boom, I'm here. All right. So Khan, it says, yeah, so Australia rolls out digital ID system with plans for carbon tracking and social credit scores, right? And so we already know Esau's main job is to what? Get total control. That's all he wants. He wants to be like the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? We already know his plan. So he's trying to do it on a carnal level by doing as much as possible, right? And ultimately, he's trying to get his birthright back by getting the elect to bow down as well, right? Because he wants, you know, the whole world under his rulership, you know, and have this device inside their body, right? Before I roll into, I'm gonna grab the precept in the book of Habakkuk. It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, matter of fact, I read at the NLT. Then the Lord Yahweh said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others, right? Because what the Lord said, he revealeth his secret to the servants of the prophets inside the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 7. You know, the true men of the Lord are going to come with you with the correct things that's supposed to take place in this future, in these future times, man. And he said, and write my answer plainly on tables, right? Also, hey, what's going to happen if you do take this device? Write the answer, right? Revelation 14 verse 9. You know, you can get tormented with fire and brimstone by submitting to this system, submitting to Esau. You know, it says, right, this vision is for a future time, right? It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed, right? And you know, we teach gradualism is the main thing we teach. Gradualism when it pertains to Esau, because that's how he moves. He moves in increments. You know, he don't want to alarm you too much. He want to keep you at that same, you know, he want to keep you in a calm state. That's like, you go back to the little story, I guess you could say, of the boiling frog in the pot. You know, he want to keep it at a constant increase, at a slow constant increase. You know, so this vision is for the appointed time, but it's going to happen, right? And we're seeing it through the Spirit, right? Wow, a lot of people are worrying about the Jay-Z and Diddy thing, right? Which, you know, got to shine light on that too, because hey, we do know that these celebrities have to do wicked shit just against them seats that they are in. You know, these are the ones that the Lord say, woe to them that laugh now, woe to those that receive their consolation now. You know, so yeah, you know, it's light being shined on because hey, they have to, you know, get exposed too. But hey, this right here, while they're doing that, hey, this right here is going out forth. You know, they letting you know about this right here, you know, pretty much another step, right? And this is out 2 days ago. You know, you got Australia, you got Sweden. You know, it's getting closer and closer, right? And soon we're going to hit Babylon the Great, man. Right, and that's what we're waiting for. But let's get into it. It says the Australian government is making significant strides towards the total digital surveillance and control with the Digital ID Bill, which combines 128 personal documents and indicators into a centralized government system. And we already know about how this is the wrong 2.0, right? The one that was, the deadly one that was healed. You know, America coming back in the Roman, it's like a Roman construct, right? So they're gonna pretty much use their old ways and what critique it, right? Make it better in their sense on some left hand side shit, right? It says this system is designed to streamline identification across various sectors such as banking and credit, and potentially extend it to carbon usage tracking and social credit scores in the future, right? And it says in the future, just like how Habakkuk said, in the future it's going to be made known, right? And also it's going to be known that a prophet was among you. It's going to be made known who the true servants that was actually warned of these prophecies was. And also when you go to, matter of fact, we're gonna get it, but go to the book of Revelation 13 and 16, go into that word mark, right, to the third degree. It goes into what grapho, right? And that means to what? To write all your documents, your paperwork, whatever you have tied to your name is gonna be all on that one device. That's how we know that. The MOTB is that small digital device that grain of rice that will be inserted, inside the skin. Matter of fact, even when you look up the word tracking, because that's, like I said, that's all Esau wants to do. He wants to track you, right? Your path, your course, Let's go to that third one. That third one pretty hard, man. It says traces, marks, impressions, prints, imprints, footprints, footmarks, footsteps, trailer, right? Hey, hey, that's pretty nice right there, because with this digital device, right, it'll be imprinted inside your. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and just compare it right quick. Revelation 13, right? Because he wants to track you, right? And then, he said with we know what's coming down the pipeline with the UBI, Universal Basic Income, right? That's coming down the pipeline too. Let's get that word mark right quick. Right here inside the outline of biblical usage, right? An imprinted mark, right? Let's see. Hey, like I said, they're trying to track, right? They're trying to trail you, Number 3, it says usually tracks. He followed the tracks of a car, traces, marks, right? Knowing when you spent something, knowing where you at through all of these cameras they putting up, surveillance cameras they putting up, right? And like I said, it was a movie that I watched. I forgot the name of it. I know it's on my social media. I have put it up there. But it's like something like a watchtower. It was like something like a Project Watchtower, But pretty much, when he hit the switch, hey, the surveillance was up, You cannot walk. You couldn't walk one place without getting face recognition from a camera. It was all over the place, and that's what Esau is pressing towards. But so it says traces, marks, impressions, prints, imprints, right? And we know that major imprint is going to do what? It's going to go inside the skin. Right. So right here in back in the blue letter, right? The word for mark, right, is charagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark, right, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? And that badge is pretty meaning like, let's just pull it up. Might not pull up on here. I want to translate or look up. So like, it says badge, a distinctive emblem worn as a mark of office, membership, achievement, license, employment, right? And a key word would be membership. That's like trying to go to LA Fitness. You need a badge to partake inside this facility, right? And that's what America really going to be, a big ass facility, right? You won't be able to participate inside this society, right? Unless you have this badge, right? Unless you want to be, if you want to be traced, right? If you don't want to be traced, you can't be a part of society. That's how he's setting it up to, right? And he got these so-called benefits so that if you do it, you can receive certain benefits for it, right? Which we know is still going to lead to ultimate death, right? So I'm gonna grab another thing after I grab this other point, right? But it says the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge, right? The membership of the followers of the Antichrist. Pretty much you'll be tagged, man. Just like cattle. You go to a farm, you know which cattle is which, right? Because they all tagged at the ear, right? In the Strong's definition, it says as a badge, right? Like I said, a membership, a servitude, right? Which we always grab. We know what servitude means. The state of being a slave or completely, right, subject to someone more powerful, right? Servitude, again, in the second definition, is slavery, right? That's all it is. He's trying to make you put you back in slavery, right? Again, on a way more harsh lockdown, right? You can go from chains to RFIDs. That's what Esau's taking it, from chains to RFIDs, man. Right? He wants to track you again. Because back then, what did they track us with? Shit, they had the yokes of iron, had the jingle bells, which, by the way, that's where the song come from. Right? It wants to track you. If you was trying to get away, hey, we right here on your ass, man. Right? In this type of time, right? You want to participate. You think you finna finesse the system this time, right? Esau's covering all of those scams, man. Right? He'll be able to track you down. There'll be no hiding. Then ultimately, it's to really get rid of the Israelites anyway. Help get rid of the Israelites anyway. So So now we know what we're talking about. More information. Well, let me read this in Revelation 13 and 15 right quick. Cause I was building on made a point about being outside of the society. You'll be killed. If I can stop going to the other page. Right? This is Revelation 13, verse 15. Kind of, I did say that he exercised all the power of the first beast before him and caused the earth and then which dwelt therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly one was healed. Yup, kind of. Like I said, man, it's wrong 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, however you want to put it, right? It's coming back, and it's going to be way stronger, right? But so like this Revelation 13 verse 15, and he had power. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? I don't know if it lets you know what killed mean in the blue letter, but I know in the regular definition it tells you as well. Right? Because that's what it's coming down to. It's going to come to first, he's going to push it upon you, gradually push it upon you, show you the benefits of it. And then he's going to come with the draconian, right, the dragon-like, harsh-like, legislative laws to kill you if you don't have it, right? I forgot which one was it. Really, number one, to kill in any way, whatever. right? You won't have access. You won't be able to maneuver. You're dead, right? Pretty much, because how can you go inside these stores? How can you go to work? How can you function on a day-to-day basis, right? If you don't have this charagma, you'll be pretty much dead to society, right? So yeah, Khan. Let me go back to the article. So Khan, yeah, it says earlier this week. Earlier this week, the Australian government also implemented strict regulations regarding social media access. Children under 16 will now be banned from accessing social media. Excuse me. Like I said, they putting more laws are going into effect, man. Right, more regulation. It says children under 16 will now. Children under 16 will now be banned from accessing social media, which many see as a precursor to more widespread bans for users of all ages, right? Because we already know that family of the word is coming, you know. But, hey, like we said, hey, he going to move gradually. He going to creep his way in, you know. Hey, remember that serpent, man. He gonna move real slick, and then he going to strike. Right, it says critics warn that this could serve as a means of further controlling online discourse by enabling the government to restrict access to social media platforms at their discretion. Excuse me. The expanded Australian government digital ID system, AGDIS, is rolling out in 4 phases in the coming year, which may overlap or be preceded by pilots. The digital ID bill passed the Australian Senate in April this year, and critics warn the growing push for carbon tracking and social credit scores in Australia presents significant threats to civil liberties and privacy. Right, because Esau wants to know everything you got going on. Pretty much he do it. He know it now, but he wants to let you know that he know everything is going on, and he want to add more on to it. You know, social credit scores, which track individuals' behavior across various aspects of life, including financial transactions, social interactions, and online presence, pose an obvious threat to freedom of speech and freedom of speech and privacy, right? Because if you saying anything going against this system, right, he want to come see about you, you know? And then I remember this little video with Elon Musk, you know, he was just talking about it like, yes, where we're headed, you're going to have a universal basic income, you know? And hey, and if he's giving that out, right there, giving that out, and you do anything that goes against, you know, Esau's system, it's easy for him to turn that chip off, right? It says the system works by evaluating citizens based on their activities, both online and offline, potentially punishing those whose actions or opinions do not align with the state-approved standards, like I just said, right? If you're not following, right, accepting, you know, pretty much you're accepting what he's rolling out, his system, right? If you don't want to go along with his system, it's easy for him to shut you off. It says in China, a social credit system has already been implemented, which we have been seeing, and its potential for abuse is widely discussed. Citizens there face consequences ranging from travel bans to social ostracism if their scores fall too low. Right, and I remember seeing a video when their score is low, or they did something that, you know, the government didn't approve of. Hey, their face would be up over the whole city. It was like a list, you know, people of low scores and stuff like that. You know, pretty much you'll be banned. You can't do nothing. And I just want to read some of this carbon tracking. It says the risk is the similar measures could be used in Australia, where the government could restrict access to services, travel, or even employment based on individuals' social credit score. Monitoring infringes on personal privacy as every action and interaction becomes a data point used to assess an individual's worthiness in the eyes of the state. Damn, so if you out here being an asshole, man, you're gonna be fucked up. Man, that's tough, man. Right, Esau is hell on wheels. Right, this right gonna be a worldwide event, right? Because you already know that like, you know, China and you know, Sweden and stuff like that, they already, you know, up on it. But, you know, it's going to be a worldwide thing. Right? So, let me see if I can get the definition for carbon tracking. Might not come up. Excuse me. It says carbon tracking. Carbon usage tracking introduces another layer of potential government control. While the goal of reducing carbon footprints to combat climate change may seem noble, linking carbon usage to personal freedom can become problematic. If a government can track and restrict an individual's carbon emissions, it might be regulating personal behavior in ways that affect day-to-day life. For instance, it could impose penalties or restrictions on the amount of energy you use in your home, the kind of transportation you take, or even your dietary choices, all based on how much carbon you are deemed to be emitting, right? He's finna have you miserable as hell, all because you want to submit to this system, man. You know, and you know, and how about Shmuel Shah going what? Hey, he's still gonna destroy you because you gave up. You know, especially, you know, the ones that's within the know. You know, you gave up serving the Lord, and you rather submit to Esau. Whole time Esau's gonna just speed up the process for you. You know, 'cause once you take that chip, man, it's over with. You know, but pretty much, hey, Esau wants to really control you mentally and physically. He's gonna make you move certain ways, man. Man, like he said, hey, I shall be like the Most High. It says all based on this could lead to a social credit score linked not just to behavior but to environmental impact, where individuals who exceed a certain carbon threshold could face restrictions or penalties. Excuse me. This is a good bit. I'll just go ahead and finish the rest of it out. The implementation of such measures would effectively force individuals to change their lifestyles to meet government-imposed environmental quotas, undermining personal autonomy. Right? But this goes to show you that, hey, you thinking the shit was sweet on the other side by serving Esau, man. Now he finna have you on some nut shit, man, out here. Right? It says if these measures are not challenged, they will radically diminish personal freedoms, stifle dissent, and ultimately lead to a society where individual autonomy is subjugated to authoritarian government control. Right? Pretty much, it's gonna be like on some military shit. Everybody doing the same thing, like them little cartoons, like the fairy odd parents. You know, looking miserable, but they all doing the same thing, going to work, trying to fake it so your credit's gonna be fucked up. You know, man, Esau's a damn cancer, man. Right? It says all these systems rolled out in Australia. They represent a chilling reminder that the balance between societal benefits and personal freedoms must be carefully maintained, or we risk living in a future where our every action is tracked, scored, and regulated by the state. And it's coming. It says Bill Gates planning. Yup. Scandemic 2.0. And we know it's coming. Like I was mentioning, when my cousin was talking about it, you know, you'll look up in the skies, you see all these chemtrails, right? And then some days later, it gets to raining. Right? They making all that rain, push those chemicals down, them poisons down, hit ground zero, man. And we already been seeing how different little plagues, been hitting the earth. I think it was like in the Congo. Then I just seen like a bird flu disease just popped up, right? So we already know what's coming. We waiting on it, But let me hit some more inside these precepts right quick. Cause like we said, we already know this is coming. There we go again. And let's get it. It's Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And we already, like I said, what that mark was going into, right? Charagma. When we go to charagma, it goes to the word charax, right? Which we know that it'll be that device, instrument that they'll be using with the charagma in it to insert it inside you. It says to sharpen to a point, right? And that's what it is. You have like a stake-like object, right? That's sharpened to a point to where it can pierce through the skin, right? That's gonna be your badge, right? That's how you know that you're completely sold over to Esau Edom. Why? Because he can control he knows your thoughts. And that's a person that's completely subjected to someone. Right? And go to the root word of charax, going to the word the Greek word grapho. Right? And like we said, this right here pretty much would be a database, That's why if you're not constructing yourself in a certain way, it's gonna make your credit score go low. They can see that. Right, you'll be pretty much a cyborg that he can tap into at any given moment. Right? Clear Khan. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? We know this right here is down the line, man. Lord willing, man. Hey, I hope shit pop up before, Trump get in. Or, hey, once he's in. So like he going hand in hand with Elon Musk. Hey, they definitely gonna make this shit be made mandatory. They gonna push it out, right? We had another precept. I'm gonna hit that in Isaiah first. Isaiah 62:6 in the NLT. O Jerusalem, I have posted watchmen on your walls. They will pray day and night, continually, take no rest. All you who pray to the Lord, right? I'm reading to the KJV. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention on the Lord, keep not silence. And that's what we do. We do pray that Yahweh Shemai shall get us up out of this situation. He got us in the right way to get up out of this, for salvation. And he said he has set watchmen upon thy walls, right? And that's what the watchmen are doing, right? Sounding off that alarm, letting you know that, hey, there another article has came out of getting closer to this new digital system, right? This beast system. And what's gonna be the face of the system is that RFID here. We blowing that horn. Telling you to get ready for this hour of temptation. Right? Ezekiel. So that's all I really had on this, really. Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, Ezekiel 33 and 33 in the NLT says, but when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, right? Jacob's trouble, right? Concentration camps. You know, the love of many waxing cold. Hey, the guillotines. You know, like I said, I think I said Jacob's trouble. Yeah, Jacob's trouble. Right? Because it's coming out. It's coming out real smooth right now. It's you know, it's not really hitting that many, you know, deaths, so to say, right now. Right? But real soon, it's going to really just, it's going to shock the people. Like, damn, this right here is made mandatory. Those men was telling us these things. Right? It said, but when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them. So, Khan, you have been warned. And I'm going to close out with the book of Revelation 14. Like I said, hey, he's going to present this real smooth to you. Right? But the end all be all, if you take this, you will be tormented with fire and brimstone from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Revelation 14 verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, right? Yahushua. And that's the thing about it, right? Don't let this man trick you. Right? He tricked Eve ass. You see how they is now. They bugged the fuck out. You know? He said enemy speak sweetly with his lips, but war was in his heart. Right? Right? What he's presenting you is a war move, man. There's not no benefit brother to brother. Right? He's trying to get you up out of here. Right, and also he wants you to get out of here by, he know that if you take it, right, the Lord's gonna disown you, and now you got to take that up with him, right? But I'm gonna close out, Lord willing. You know, this was edifying. I'm gonna leave the link inside the description box, and I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Till next time, Shalom.